And Then There Were None, by Agatha Christie, is a classic mystery novel, first published in 1939. The story is set on a secluded island off the coast of Devon, England, and revolves around 10 strangers who are invited to the island under different pretexts. Each guest harbors a dark secret and soon discovers that their seemingly benign invitation is a trap. The story begins with 8 strangers receiving invitations to stay at Soldier Island, a recently purchased private island. These individuals include Justice Lawrence Walgrave, Vera Claythorne, Philip Lombard, Emily Brent, General John MacArthur, Dr. Edward Armstrong, Anthony Marston, and William Blore. The guests are lured to the island with promises of a summer holiday, a job interview, or a reunion with old friends. Upon arrival, they are greeted by Thomas and Ethel Rogers, the butler and housekeeper, who inform them that their mysterious host, a Mr. UN Owen, will not arrive until the following day. As the guests settle in, they notice a framed nursery rhyme titled, 10 Little Soldiers, hanging in each of their rooms. The rhyme describes how each of 10 soldiers meets a grisly end, one by one. During dinner, a gramophone recording is played, accusing each guest of committing murder and escaping justice. The accusations shock the guests, and they start to reveal their pasts. Justice Walgrave is accused of sentencing an innocent man to death. Vera Claythorne of causing the drowning of a young boy in her care. Philip Lombard of abandoning 21 men to their deaths in Africa. Emily Brent of driving her young servant girl to suicide. General MacArthur of sending his wife's lover to his death in battle. Dr. Armstrong of causing a patient's death through drunken surgery. Anthony Marston of running over 2 children while driving recklessly. And William Blore of perjury that led to an innocent man's imprisonment and death. The Rogers are accused of withholding medicine from their former employer, leading to her death. The guests soon realize that they are being targeted and that their host, Mr. UN Owen, is actually unknown. As tensions rise, the guests start to die in ways that mimic the deaths described in the nursery rhyme. Anthony Marston is the first to die, choking on poisoned whiskey. Ethel Rogers dies in her sleep, apparently from an overdose of sleeping medication. General MacArthur becomes despondent and is found dead from a blow to the head. As the number of survivors dwindles, paranoia and suspicion grow among them. Thomas Rogers is killed while chopping wood, Emily Brent is injected with poison, and Justice Walgrave is found shot in the head, seemingly staging his own death to mislead the others. Dr. Armstrong, who had been working with Walgrave to expose the murderer, disappears and is later found drowned. William Blore is killed by a heavy clock falling on his head. In the final act of the novel, Vera Claythorne and Philip Lombard are the last 2 remaining guests. Vera shoots Lombard in self-defense, believing him to be the murderer. Left alone on the island, Vera is driven mad by guilt and hallucinations of the boy she let drown. In her delirium, she hangs herself, completing the final line of the nursery rhyme. In the novel's epilogue, it is revealed through a postscript that Justice Walgrave orchestrated the entire plot. Consumed by a desire for justice and a fascination with murder, Walgrave decided to punish those who had escaped legal retribution. He meticulously planned the murders, ensuring they matched the nursery rhyme, and faked his own death to eliminate himself from suspicion. He wrote a confession, sealed it in a bottle, and threw it into the sea, hoping it would one day be found and his genius recognized. And Then There Were None is a masterful exploration of guilt, justice, and human nature. Agatha Christie's intricate plotting and deep psychological insight create a gripping and suspenseful narrative that has captivated readers for decades. The novel's clever structure and shocking twists make it a cornerstone of the mystery genre. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for other interesting book summaries to spice up your reading list.